You came in like a thief, and you stole the crown. Your lies keep piling up, and we watch them weigh you down. The fair agree that you stole, they run the whole fucking show. But we are not afraid, and we will not let go. The bigots rise, and you fan the flames. You build an empire of fear and pain. You're hand in hand with the billionaire scum, selling out this country while you play dumb. Burn it all down! Tear the walls apart! We will not bow! We will not lose heart! We will put an end to the hate! We will put an end to your lies! We will stand side by side! And we will rise! You think these cages are built for the poor and for the weak, for the families torn apart while you laugh and tweet? Look at the puppets dance to the corporate sound, but we are still here and we will stand our ground! There's blood on your hands! We have seen the truth erased! You put the prophets first! Instead of the people you've displaced! History is watching, and it won't soon forget. It may not be you this time, but you could soon be next! Burn it all down! Tear the walls apart! We will not bow! We will not lose heart! We will put an end to the hate! We will put an end to your lies! We will stand side by side, and we will rise! Why? Burn it all down! Tear it all apart! Burn it all down! Tear it all apart! Burn it all down! Tear it all apart! Lies on the screen from the deadline machine! Burn it all down! They killed the American dream! Go play an escalator, a tower built on decay. Smiling like a tyrant while the world fades away. Fear and hate is the name of your game. Divide the people and shift all the blame. The truth is dead, you sold them for fame. History won't forget your name. Fake empire, built on greed. Fascist clown, watch it bleed! Break the chains! Fight the fire! Dethrone the king! Take it higher! Broken to cases, you've got blood on your hands! Worship the dollar while you ignore our demands! We storm the gates! Our rage is fueled by your lies! We will sit back and watch as your empire crumbles and dies! Fear and hate is the name of your game! Divide the people and shift all the blame! The truth is dead, you sold them for fame! History won't forget! Yay, nay! Fake empire! Built on greed! Fascist clown! Watch it bleed! Break the chains! Fight the fire! Dethrone the king! Take it higher! You build walls! We break them down! You spread lies! We burn the empire going down. No more kings, burn the crown. Justice call, hear the sound. Rise up now and stand your ground. All out. Promises right. Promises right. On a gilded stage, dividing the people, fueling the rage. Walls built high, but compassion's low. Truth buried deep beneath the show. No more lies, no more deceit. We will bow down, we will retreat. Voices loud, we stand as one. The fight's not over, it's just begun. It's just begun. Families torn at the borderline. Justice denied, time after time. Prophet's soul on the planet burns. When will we learn? When will we learn? No more lies, no more deceit. We will bow down, we will retreat. Voices loud, we stand as one. The fight's not over, it's just begun. It's just begun. It's just begun. Resist the power and break the chain. Rise above all this hate and this pain. Together we're strong, we won't divide. In our unity we will find our pride. The fight's not over, it's just begun. 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 The fight's not over! Whispers turn to battle cries. The truth is dead, been fed to lies. They sell us lies in the name of peace. What justice rots beneath the leash. They wreck our lives just to serve the few. We bleed beneath the red, white, and blue. But freedom's fire still burns inside, where truth and treason often collide. So raise your voice and raise your fist. We are the storm that they can't dismiss. No more kings and no more crowns. We are the ones who will burn it down. The tree of liberty must feed on the patriots who dare to bleed. The tyrants tremble when freedom rings. We are the roots and we will bring the thunder rolling through the land. With fire in our hearts and blood on our hands. No peace without the will to fight. No dawn without a rebel night. The ballot's a joke and the court's offline, and American justice lags a decade behind. So strike the drum and light the flame. Each beating soul will rise again. The people's wrath is a sacred flood. The soil drains deep the martyr's blood. So raise your voice and raise your fist. We are the storm that they can't dismiss. No more kings and no more crowns. We are the ones who will burn it down. The tree of liberty must feed on the patriots who dare to bleed. The tyrants tremble when freedom rings. We are the roots and we will bring the thunder rolling through the land. With fire in our hearts and blood on our hands. Not for glory, not for gold, but for the stories that were never told. For every voice that they tried to drown, we will plant the flag and hold our ground. So raise your voice and raise your fist. We are the storm that they can't resist. No more kings and no more crowns. We are the ones who will burn it down. The tree of liberty must grow with the blood that only the brave know. And if we should fall, then we fall as one beneath the rising vibrant sun. The tyrants will fall and the people will rise, because freedom never truly dies. Towers in the sky, hoarding wealth while the workers die. Billionaires with blood-stained hands, trampling lives to expand their brand. They say they earned it, they say it's fair, but they only take while we despair. Their pockets are fat and their hearts are cold. Working ourselves to death makes them more bold. But now the time has come for the people to rise up. We will never bow, we will never kneel. We see our lives and we know the deal. You hoard the wealth, you crush the poor. We're coming for you, you capitalist whore. This land is your land, this land is my land. We will fight side by side and hand in hand. The system is rigged, it's all just a game. The rich pull the strings, the poor take the blame. Wealth hoarders live in mansions, the people live in chains. The billionaires don't care, they cash in on our pay. Luxury is a cage that's been built on the backs of the common workers that they keep under attack. But we the people, we've had it rough. Their empire is fragile, we've had enough. And now the time has come for the people to rise up. We will never bow, we will never kneel. We see our lives, and we know the deal. You hoard the wealth, you crush the poor. We're coming for you, you oligarchs whore. This land is your land, this land is my land. We will fight side by side and hand in hand. No more silence, no more living in fear, no more being divided, no more broken man's tears. Don't try to keep us down. You are not our king. In every city and every town, let motherfucking freedom ring. Because the time has come for the people to rise up. We will never bow, we will never kneel. We see your lie and we know the deal. You hoard your wealth, you crush the poor. We're coming for you, you capitalist whore. This land is your land, this land is my land. We will fight side by side and hand in hand. It's better to die standing on your feet than living a lie down on your knees. It's better to die standing on your feet than living a lie down on your knees. We signed up to fight for freedom, not to be the boots on the necks of Americans. You used us, you lied to us, and now we're coming to square the account. Get fucked and die mad about it! And Edmonton 360, bitch! We wear the scars, we bear the pain. We watched our friends die in blood and blame. You said that we fought for liberty, but we came home to fight hypocrisy. You turned a rifle around our peace. You crushed dissent, you unleashed police. You sent us in just to guard your throne. You turned the streets into a combat zone. No one wants to know. Not in this fight, we are alive. Whether it's day or night, no one wants to know. This ain't no game. There is only one true, we are the same. You armored up and sent the troops to beat down kids and protest groups, to guard the banks, protect the suits, so that they can't keep us under their boots. You wave the flag like it's a threat, but we remember every single bet that you left to rot, alone and discarded, while CEOs got golden parachute parties. One walks alone, not in this fight, we are the light. Whether it's day or night, no one walks alone. This ain't no game. There is only one true, we are the same. To every citizen still asleep, wake the fuck up! To my fellow veterans, remember your oath! Our freedom is dying right beneath our eyes! The people in charge tell us nothing but lies. The common people starve while billionaires see, and we're the ones tossed out in the street. Let's eat the rich, let's make them pay their share. Pay their taxes is a burden they can bear. Make billionaires right again. Not in this fight, we are the light. Whether it's day or night, no one walks alone. This ain't no game. There is only one truth. We are the same. No one walks alone. Not in this fight, we are the light. Whether it's day or night, no one walks alone. This ain't no game. There is only one truth. We are the same. No one walks alone. I got something for you. Hang on to your asses. Towers, velvet ropes, behind the mask, a vulture chokes, power suits and dirty hands, wag the dog in desert sands, victims screaming into voids while kings play gods with broken toys, airbrush lies on every screen. What the hell does justice mean? Lock room, VIP, predator in a crowd walking free, blood on the floor, hurt trooping chains. How many more gonna scream in vain? You built your throne on broken laws. Now you're scared, you know what you saw. Silence bought with piles of cash. Erase the files, burn the trash. Martial law for damage control. Draft the bar to hide your soul. Wanna light the world on fire just to dodge the electric wire. History is a loaded gun. Tick, 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 you better run. Lock room, VIP, predator in a crowd walking free. Blood on the floor, hurt trooping chains. How many more gonna scream in vain? Your kingdom stinks with every name. You'll kill us all to dodge the blame. This ain't conspiracy, it's confession. Hidden in plain sight, full suppression. You laugh while the system bleeds, but the streets remember what you need. Truth, there's a cry. You just spare the time when the lights come on. Your ass is mine. Locked room, VIP. No more secrets, no more gates. Cracked across your marble floor. Truth is kicking down your door. I said I'm young and believe the vow. Stars and stripes, I wear them now. Trained to fight and trained to lead. Wore the flag like it was all I need. I went to war, that was my goal. Buried brothers filling bullet holes. Did what I had to cause that was the cost. I came home proud but broken and lost. The other party used me and threw me away. Now I see through the games they play. They wrapped their lives in red, white, blue, but the blood on my hands was never for you. It was never for you. They said freedom, they said truth, but fed me hate since I was a youth. Republican dreams, conservative pride, just uniforms for the greed they hide. Where were they when the V8 failed? When my friends came home and we all derailed? Where were they when we screamed in pain? Too busy chasing power and gain. All the party used me and threw me away. Now I see through the games they play. You bring support to wave your flags while you turn your backs on body bags. Don't turn your back on the fallen. You say that I betrayed you. I bled for this country. What did you ever do? You cheered for war. Then you ran from the wounded. I see who the traitors really are now! I gave my all, you gave me lies. Soldiers die while your empire thrives. Call me woke, call me lost. You never paid the fucking cost. And the party used me and threw me away. But I won't be silent one more day. I fight again, not for your pride, but for every soul you left behind. The party used me and threw me away. But I won't be silent one more day. Justice ain't red, justice ain't blue. It's the truth, and it's coming for you! Marching down the street with your MAGA flag, spitting serpent's lies while you're waving that rag, screaming freedom while you chain the weak. It makes me sick every time you speak. Beneath your cross, beyond your screen, you sold your soul for a fascist dream. Keyboard warrior that don't know pain, a cultist clown whose leader's insane. You want a king, not a constitution. You crave control, not a revolution. But you lick the boots, you're a rich man's pawn. You say you're free, but your freedom's gone. You're not with us, you're a fucking disease. You live in fear, spend life on your knees. Try to own the lips, but you just don't regret. You fake your fate, now you choke on the dead. The party of law and order, but you storm the hill. You back the blue except when you're out to kill. You wave a gun in your neighbor's face. Fake ass patriot, you're a fucking disgrace. History watch while you took your stand. We saw what you did all across this land. American patriots don't kneel to a king. You're a fucking simp sucking that cinnamon ring. You are a king, not a constitution. You claim control, not a revolution, but you lick the boots. You're a rich man's pawn. You say you're free, but your freedom's gone. You're not with us. You're a fucking disease. You live in fear. Spend life on your knees, trying to hold the limbs, but you just don't regret. You faked your fate, now you choke on the dead. You traded your hood for a MAGA hat. The mark of the beast, you believe in that. You don't believe the words that you shout. You chant just to drown out the doubt. You were born to lose and you still started this game. The fire is coming and we are the flame. We're gonna tear it down, bury it 6 foot deep, and we'll never forget that you're a sheep. You are a king, not a constitution. You claim control, not a revolution, but you lick the boots. You're a rich man's pawn. You say you're free, but your freedom's gone. You're not with us. You're a fucking disease. You live in fear. Spend life on your knees, trying to own the limbs, but you just don't regret. You faked your fate, now you choke on the dead. One, 2, 3, 4, 26, 47. 1, 2. He wraps himself in red, white, blue, and lies. Makes NTOs and louder bases boast. He stokes the fire, civil reason dies, and feeds the walls of mouthy loyal hoes. He plays for strong and black as foreign ghosts. The sirens feast and tear freedom for stealth. His throne is built on smoking shit posts. He sold us after buying gilded crown. Lady liberty, let truth come down. Expose the rapists who tried to drag you down. Let history brand and not with any renown. He sold us out to buy a gilded crown. He scores people who bled for law and land, and praises the mob that stormed the sacred floor. A coward's grin, a scepter in his hand. He cheers as chaos shatters every door. His pledges rot the meaning nevermore. He trade the truth of treason, gain renown, and still he begs for power, blood, and war. He sold us out to buy a gilded crown. No lady liberty, let truth come down. Expose the rapists who tried to drag you down. Let history brand him, not with any renown. He sold us out to buy a gilded crown. He turns his back while tyrannies grow bold. He whispers secrets where the hawk should warn. And all for what? Some towers fake and gold. A name embalmed in scandal, loud and worn. No honor here, just falling to be mourned. A fraud and silken jester in a gown. The gospel's house for shame he won't adorn. He sold us out to buy a gilded crown. Lady liberty, let truth come down. Expose the rapists who tried to drag you down. Let history brand him, not with any renown. He sold us out to buy a gilded crown. Oh, Lady Liberty, we let you down. Oh, Lady Liberty, we let you down. Hey, go! It rolls in the heartland, hard and gray. A tree of iron fed by fear and greed. Its roots split courthouses and crack the day. Its branches smothered thought and deed. The wicked smile, people kneel. Truth was outlawed, mercy a plea. But one light burned, the world tried to conceal. So light your lamp and dead beneath the tree. Oh, light your lamp, let it shine bright. Oh, light your lamp, let it shine bright. Oh, God, let it shine bright. Lady was tired of silence and decay, of vanishing friends, of things unsaid. So she lit one lamp, the one to obey, and raised her flame where others fled. They called a traitor, they mocked her dead, but windows glowed across the sea, and fear began to bow its head. Now light your lamp and dig beneath the tree. Light your lamp, let it shine bright. Oh, light your lamp, let it shine bright. Dear God, let it shine bright. Then came the reckoning, quiet and slow. Not guns, but truth, not blood, but names. The lies were dragged to the light to show the rot that powered the region's gains. People stood tall, they broke their chains. Justice rose from memory. Ash fell soft where pride once reigned. So light your lamp and dig beneath the tree. Oh, light your lamp, let it shine bright. Oh, light your lamp, let it shine bright. Please, God, let it shine bright. Please, God, let it shine bright. When power whispers, it must be me. Remember, lady, remember we guard the roots of our liberty. Now light your lamp and dig beneath the tree.
Now it's time for the throw punch! Mitch McConnell is alive, Lindsey Graham is dead, and somewhere a necromancer is missing a 9th level spell. What the fuck is up? We have 5 days of live, 5 nights at Freddy's live stream. I don't know.
Honestly, he was terrified there you'd added 5 more shows.
Yeah, me too. We have like 5 blank days at the end of this month, and I'm kind of like, you know what? I think we need to dial it down a bit. Our guest tonight is Tommy Is it Holstein or Holstein? How do you pronounce your last name?
How do you think it is pronounced? If you had to guess right now.
I speak German, so I would automatically pronounce it Holstein.
Oh, So close, but opposite. Holstein. Someone asked Holstein like the cow. Yes, like the cow.
There you go.
I debated using cow themed something in branding, but opted to not do that instead.
Yeah, I can see that. Like some people might get the wrong idea or think that you're making fun of fat people. I don't know. So anyway, welcome to the stream. I am admin Tim, also known as Big Sarge, and
What up,
with
Big
us
Sarge?
is admin Matt, who doesn't have another nickname other than keeper of Ram, whatever his dog's like full name is. It's got like some big.
Bam.
Now, do I call you admin Matt or Matt?
Oh, just Matt's fine.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wasn't sure
and
that
I
was
gotta go by Tim. I don't.
It's just easier that way.
Yeah. All right. So, Missouri 3rd District. What area does that encompass?
That's a great question. Where's my map's gone? Oh well, it is. So it was just redistricted, and we are from St. Charles County all the way to Boone County. So St. Charles to Columbia, and then up some. If I can potentially find every county. I had it on my map, but my map is missing. Oh, just kidding. There we are.
Huh.
This is the 3rd district, the new 3rd district.
The new 3rd District. Where is Fort Leonard Wood in relation to you?
For what? I'm sorry.
Fort Leonard Wood.
That is a good question. Let me find out.
Because it looks like it is.
I went to Lindenwood University, and so there being a Fort Leonard Wood was really throwing me for a loop there. That is.
Oh, it's like in the middle of the state.
What is this? What is this? Where is this?
It's between Springfield.
That's definitely
and
not going to
St.
be 3rd district, but it is southwest of me quite a bit.
Okay.
All right. Can y'all still see me? I lost my.
Yeah. Yeah, we can still see you.
All right.
So, do you happen to know anyone in District 7?
In District 7. Let's see.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't think I know anybody in that area. Well, where is Joplin? Is that in District 7?
That's a good question. My Missouri geography is limited to like 3 places.
My general geography,
Mine.
very poor. Very poor.
Cat sighting.
Cat!
This is Theo. She will be joining us very frequently.
Excellent.
Known, or presence known, rather. But no, I don't think I know anybody in that area. Most of my connections are in the greater St. Louis area and then the greater St. Charles area, if you will. I've got several connections in the Columbia area and then several in Kansas City-ish area. So that's where my network is, I guess. In Missouri.
Just because Backbone Network asked in the comments if you know anybody in Missouri 7th District, you can, especially if you know them like personally or you have like their contact information, you should reach them and have them contact us. The link tree, our link tree, has a contact email, and then that way, because I'm presuming that unless something has gone on, they're probably doing their primary on August 4th as well. So
right.
I have like 3, maybe 4 dates left this year or this month, and that's it. I'm not.
So you're looking for a candidate to interview. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Somebody progressive. Nobody that's like.
Heard. I'll get you a progressive Dem in the 7th District, and I'll send them your way.
Outstanding.
Great. Well, thanks for having me on, guys.
Thanks for being on.
Absolutely.
I'm excited to be here. Was that your original music that I was hearing?
Yes, it was.
Yeah, I saw on the link tree that there was a Sons of Liberty album, and I was like, oh my god, that's what I'm listening to right now. Good stuff, guys. Good stuff.
Thank you.
He does good
So
work.
we don't have guests on to talk about us. Let's talk about you. Like, tell us how you decided you were going to run for office. Like, did you get drafted? Did you get recruited? Did you just say, you know what, I've had it. Fuck this shit. I'm running.
That one.
What? That one?
Yeah.
Yep.
So I have never been interested in getting into politics. I've always been interested in politics, but I never in a million years was I like, yeah, I'm gonna potentially run for office one day. There was a brief period of time where I was like, you know, maybe I'd do school board or something. I think that'd be really fulfilling, I guess. But I never thought that this would be a path for me. But I think a lot changed for me this past January, actually. Pardon me, I gotta let the cat in. Just gotta leave this door open or she'll scratch the whole damn time. So in January, I was in Denton, Texas, doing a small group facilitation. So for work, I own Video Punk. We're a video production company based in the St. Charles area. But what I'm really passionate about is my volunteer work. So I'm on the board for Destination Imagination for Missouri and Kansas. I am a chapter advisor for the Delta Tau Delta fraternity chapter at Lindenwood University. But I also travel the country and will attend leadership retreats, conferences, and will typically serve as a small group facilitator in those spaces. And so what that would look like is, let's say there's like a group of 80 to 100 college-aged men. Usually I'm doing this through the fraternity and just helping them on a national level instead of just at the local level. But as a small group facilitator, I will have like 8 to 10 of those members. And we, they'll have their large group where there is a lot of very specific programming where they're getting, lots of programming in the large group. But then we go back to the small groups and it's more of an intimate setting, right? Well, while I was there, actually the day that I got there was the same day that Renee Good was killed. And so that started my week there. I saw that on my phone and I remember being like, this was horrifying to watch. I am so sad that Facebook has kind of just become live leak now, but at least it was on camera. At least we all saw what happened, and there's definitely going to be justice here. Obviously, I mean it's on camera. I mean we can all see it, and I kind of just like I put that aside. I put that out of my mind for the week. These are like 16, 18-hour days sometimes, doing just a lot of programming and then like debriefing after. And so for a couple of days, I wasn't like watching the news and I wasn't keeping up with what was happening. And then when I went to leave the retreat, I saw all of the responses and all of the like what the administration was saying about her killing, specifically that she was a domestic terrorist and all of these things. And that like flipped something in me. Like I was watching them lie to us directly, and that horrified me. And then it was one thing after another for months at a time, and then Alex Preddy was killed, And I was like, okay, this is going to keep happening. The horrors are not going to stop. And so I started going to protests. I went to my first protest. I went to an ICE protest in St. Louis. I organized and got a group together to go to No Kings 3 in St. Charles. And there was a moment I remember where I was just like, okay, I feel like I need to be doing more. Protesting is great, but I think I can utilize my skills in some other way. And I considered running for office. And I was like, okay, what is the highest level, the maximum impact that I can make right now? And I looked up what Josh Hawley's when his seat was up, and I was like, okay, that's not up for several years. Okay, what about Onder? And I looked him up, and I was like, okay, I can run for that. And so I knew nothing about running a campaign. I knew nothing about what that process would look like. And so I had a friend, actually someone that I mentored in the fraternity, who owns a political consultant firm. I called him and I said, hey brother, I am considering running for Congress. I want to take Bob Onder's seat. I need you to tell me what that would take and what all of that would entail, because I do not know. And so he kind of told me what a campaign looks like and what the next several months would be like if I were to do this. And he was like, Tommy, I'll flag this for you now though. The deadline for filing is in 48 hours, less than. So if you want to run this cycle, you better decide really fast. And I instantly took that as a sign. I was like, okay, I had this idea. I called and sought out advice for what this would look like. And I was hit with a decision. It is now or, not never. I could maybe do this in the future. But I instantly flashed forward to this potential future that I saw where, I don't know, we needed one more seat to pass this legislation, to pass Medicare for all or something. Or, oh man, if we just had one more Dem in Congress, then we wouldn't be in the next war or something. I was like, okay, if anything adjacent to that were to come to pass, and I would just spend the rest of my life being like, what if I just took that chance? What if I just said fuck it and did? I'm sorry, can I curse on here?
Fuck yeah.
Fuck no.
I was like, no, fuck that. I can do this. And, what are the qualifications? You have to live in the state that you want to run for. Jesus. You have to live in the state for 7 years. You have to be 25. I'm 30, check. I've lived here for a while, check. There's nothing stopping me. And I was like, okay, I have to do this. So I called my dad and talked to him about it. I went home and talked to my wife. She was terrified, is still terrified. So am I, but we're making it work. And man, it's going well. It's going it is going better than I thought possible, quicker than I thought possible. And it is, I know it is specifically because of the volunteers that have just poured themselves into this campaign. There are so many people that are doing so much more than I would have ever asked of anybody. And they're just giving their all to this. And that's why I'm here. I would not have been able to get here if it was not for them. Yeah, that's why I decided to run. I knew that I might regret it if I didn't decide to just jump in.
I love that. That is we get a lot. Like we ask that question of pretty much every candidate, and they all have great stories. But that one, like, it's getting they're like, oh yeah, you could run. You got less than 48 hours to decide,
Right.
and you're like, I have a
I mean-
wife that I need to talk with.
Oh yeah. I mean, if there was like, let's say it was a week, I had a week to decide, I probably would have talked myself out of it because like, who the fuck am I to run for Congress? Well, I'm a citizen of the United States.
Yeah.
That's who I am. So, and what is a representative if not someone who represents the people?
Right.
And
yeah.
So why would I let some idea of what like the perfect candidate should be or whatever stop me from doing that? I can't.
I love to see it. Love to see people come in from all these different walks of life who've come on here and talk to us about what inspires them, what brings them out to serve their community, what they hope to change, what they aspire to make of the country. And that's kind of patriotism we love to highlight here, honestly, because you get people who are just like, just rah the flag, and it's just like it's more than that. We are in our Constitution set up as a imperfect form that is a constant strive to be improved, and it's on us, the citizenry, to make that improvement. So to see so many different people from so many different walks of life who have come out to run like yourself is very inspiring, at least in my opinion. Anyway.
Thank you very much. Yeah, there's an idea or a phrase that, I mean, we've all heard it, like, if you don't like it, leave, get out.
Yeah.
Why is that even a suggestion? Like the idea that if you don't like how America is, then you must not be a true patriot or something like that. That's insane.
Yeah.
Like, what is the point of any of this if we're just supposed to take it? Like,
kneel down.
How we are supposed to? No, that's absurd.
Yeah, I agree.
The same people that say that kind of shit are the same people who, when they get told, hey, everybody is wearing a mask so that we hopefully minimize the spread of this contagion that we don't really fully understand, they're like, oh, I fucking hate this country. The fucking government's bringing the fucking people down. And what the fuck? I hate this. And somebody says to them, you know what? If you don't like it, leave. Where are you going to go, though? Because literally every other place. And those are the same fucking people who don't understand the James Baldwin quote that says something to the effect of, I love my country, therefore I reserve the right to criticize her unconditionally because I believe in what we can make this country be.
That's a good quote.
You said it was James Baldwin, is that right?
Yes. Very fantastic black writer. Sometimes controversial. Sometimes it really pisses white people off. But again, true American patriot.
That's right.
Well, that's the thing about trying to improve the country, is sometimes you're going to piss some people off.
Yeah. I mean, I've gotten a lot of support, but I also think, like, I don't think that anybody should look at any candidate and agree with them 100%. I think if you agree with 100% of what a candidate says, then there is likely more digging and reflection maybe that I think you would need to do. Just like, people should have nuanced ideas of things and be willing to question, or like, you know, I don't have like, not every single one of my views are the most left thing ever. Like I'm very pro Second Amendment. I don't know how many Dems would say that, but
A lot,
yeah, well, good.
especially
Well, this
after
show.
the things that prompted you to decide, you know what, I'm going to run for office.
Yeah.
I have consistently advocated in some form for the Second Amendment as far as Sons of Liberty goes for over 2 years since my videos started going viral. People are like, well, where do you stand on the Second Amendment? And I'm like, you know what? I fucking own lots of guns. I have guns in almost every room in my house, and I believe in self-defense. I'm also very, very trained. I'm a combat infantryman. I know how to shoot. I've been shooting for most of my life. So, and the more that I talk about it, the more people are like, especially leftists, like people who identify as leftists, not just liberal or progressive, but like definitely further to the left, are very much advocates for armed self-defense. And even if you go back to the civil rights movement in the 50s and 60s, there were black folks who, you know, weren't going to vote conservative because those were the people that were trying to keep them suppressed. And they were like, yeah, armed self-defense. Like not just the Black Panthers, who took their inspiration from a guy named Robert F. Williams, who was a United States Marine and a black North Carolinian. So the thing is the what I call the ammo-sexual culture is baked
the ammo-sexual
into
culture.
Yeah, the ammo-sexual culture.
Okay.
The hardcore Second Amendment. I got a gun strapped to my hip.
Yeah.
I'm wearing one on my front. Got one on my back. Got 6 in the truck. I'm gonna go into the Starbucks to trigger the libs with my Second Amendment T-shirt and my Second Amendment hat. That's what I call ammo-sexual, and it's very much a right-wing look.
Right.
The thing is, there are tons of people on the left, average everyday liberals, progressives, and leftists, what I call the American left, who are quiet about the Second Amendment because they don't make it a part of their identity. Like they don't need to look like they're compensating for something. Some of us just do it to, you know, fucking throw people off. Be like, oh yeah, hell yeah, brother. I'm like, fuck off, traitor.
Yeah, I need.
Yeah.
I want to get more training. Like I don't have much training. I've gone shooting with my brother and my dad. I come from. There's a lot of military people in my family, and it was never something I wanted to pursue. I've never been like super into guns. And actually at one point I think I believe that, you know, maybe people shouldn't have assault rifles or machine guns or whatever. And my views have definitely evolved over time. Like I think that I think that belief, which has changed now, I used to think it can't happen here. But boy, can it.
Yep. Definitely can.
Been
It's so
watching it
weird.
happen for
Yeah,
a bit.
it's so weird to be where we are today. Like if 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, I was the guy that made fun of conspiracy theorists. I made fun of preppers. I made fun of dudes that showed up to state courthouses wearing all this tactical battle rattle with Kevlar helmets and shades and plate carriers, especially the ones without plates in them, where it's literally just a vest.
Oh, like they just
You
wear,
know,
like, just for the look.
Yeah, just for the aesthetic. Yeah.
A plate carrier is body armor. Like it's there to protect certain organs from a gunshot, but it's heavy. So people like Edward Lang, whose middle name is Jake, it's Jacob, but whatever. Jake is his preferred name, but I don't honor that because he's a right winger and they don't get the same. So anyway, that guy walks around and he does little photo ops and he's wearing his vest, but there's no plate in it. You can tell there's no plate in it because of the way that he's wearing it. Like his straps are all weird and the way that it's formed, and there's like bends in it. Yeah. So anyway, I used to think that shit was lame. I would make fun of those people, the conspiracy theorists, the preppers, and the hardcore just like anti-government wonks. And now everything is flipped on its head. Like we're the people like Mitch McConnell posts a picture of himself with a newspaper from that same day, which was a smooth move. And everybody's like, that picture is fake. It's AI, you know. So
I haven't followed that as closely as I would have liked. I hear he's alive.
Yeah,
I think.
I mean, camp.
That's confirmed.
Yeah, it's weird.
Oh,
that you do
absolutely.
A classic kidnapping proof of life post with the day's newspaper in it, but not just like show up to a video conference.
Oh, he legitimately did a hey, here's today's date. I'm actually alive.
Yeah, with the newspaper and everything.
And here's the thing, though, like the picture, it's
so
cell phone picture that's like, you know, an 80 or 90 megabyte JPEG that was uploaded to the internet and then promptly downloaded and then reshared. So it's not a high res picture, and people are looking at this and they're like, and I did it too. Like I posted the picture to our socials and I was like, hey, all right, sleuths, let's figure this out. I mainly wanted to know what paper it was. He was holding a newspaper that had a part, you could barely see it. And I was like, all right, we can figure this out. And we did inside of like 10 minutes. It was a real paper, but people were like, oh, it's AI. Oh, it's Photoshopped. Because that is the level of disbelief that our government has fostered, whether it was perpetuating these stupid bullshit stories from 2016 to 2024, or now they're just lying their asses off and nobody believes them. And
mix
that's
that
where
with
we are today.
Mix that with like just AI on the internet, or like not even AI, but just
you can't even do a Google search anymore without it defaulting to AI. I'm like, fuck off, you.
Well, so I was I'll preface this with saying that one of the main pillars of my platform is that I want to regulate AI, big tech, 5-year moratorium on data centers. Like I'm very much in that camp. I was an early adopter of AI, and I like right when ChatGPT came out, I was like, oh my God, this is about to change the world. I remember sending it to my family, and I was like, my parents own a deck construction company, and I was like, hey guys, use this for business. I don't know how, figure it out, but this is going to be huge. And you know, I have used it since then, and over time, my enthusiasm waned dramatically. First, I think just because of what it's done to the internet, which is a thing that I've loved since I was a child. The internet sucks to be on now, just at every angle.
I will say though, the very clearly AI video of Mitch McConnell dancing to Thriller that we were sent earlier today, honestly, single most realistic thing I've seen of Mitch McConnell this week by far.
You said Thriller?
Thriller.
All right.
The entire thing to Thriller.
Did you post it to the Facebook page?
I don't think I put it down to the Facebook page. I got distracted by work. I'll have to grab it again and post it out there, because it was something else. It was definitely something else.
Well,
we're going to get yelled at, but you should definitely post it.
We always get yelled at. It doesn't matter what we post.
By your fans, or
especially by our fans.
Yeah.
So
God help you if you type.
There are a ton of creatives who follow us, and there's a I wouldn't call it a subsidiary, but it's a group of people within Sons of Liberty who have started their own propaganda outlet, like a white roast kind of thing. So they make content, but there are so few people who are actual creatives, like actual artists that draw like 2D or 3D modeling
Oh, I see.
or things like that, who
They use a
will
lot of
volunteer their time because they've got to work for a living. And I get that.
Right.
Like I'm a filmmaker. I have to work for a living. I work 2 jobs and I don't have time to volunteer and be like, yeah, I'll make, whatever for this cause for free. So I get it. So they use AI. I don't personally endorse it, but I'm not going to stop them because for me, my rationale is, you know what? Use the tools of the oligarchy to bring down the oligarchy. That is fantastic. Like in my head, it made sense. So I was like, yeah, let's go ahead and do that. And then instantly everybody was like, oh, you motherfuckers make AI slop. And I'm like, that's actually Whiskey Leaks. It's not us. We just share their content.
Everybody has a different limit on like what they think is acceptable. I, as someone who wants to heavily regulate AI, I can't like not use it. Like I want to be knowledgeable of what these tools actually are, so that I can make better decisions surrounding regulation of them. And as a creative myself, like a couple years ago, I was like, okay, I'm going to try to, I got a client that I was looking at. I was learning how to do like prompt stuff, and I was like, okay, I'm going to use this to write my entire script, and I will do what it tells me, and I'm going to commit to this and see how that process works. And it was okay. And when I was done, I felt like there was no soul in it. Oh, actually, there's a video on my YouTube, my personal YouTube. If y'all just search Tommy Holstein on YouTube. It won't be not the campaign account, but just Tommy Holstein. There is a video of me where I only did one of these because I hated it so much. But it was like, this is how we use Adobe for like in our company or something. And that entire script was written by ChatGPT, and my intention was like, okay, this would be great. I can use that to help me speed up like making highly produced videos, and then I can like be really consistent with that. I made one video like that, and I felt empty. Like I did not realize how much of myself I was like giving up in like to these tools. As soon as I had published it, I was like, all right, I did it. Like it was completed in much more quickly than it would have had I not used AI. But I didn't feel proud of what I had made at the end of it. And that fucking sucked. Like, and then I'm watching these tools like get better and better, and they're every tech bro in the world is like the future, and you don't want to get left behind, and this and this, and as a creative, that fucking killed me. And I think it hurts a lot of people. A lot of creatives right now are feeling that. Like it's almost like existential in a way. But at the same time, I think there's a large group of young people, especially, who are just rejecting this shit. Like they're rejecting AI. They're rejecting, especially like creativity using AI. There's a whole like new Luddites movement in Gen Z right now. That's very interesting.
Yeah.
And I believe this is the first time that it's young people that are rejecting a new emerging technology. Like it's completely flipped from like what it would be otherwise. Young people are saying no to AI, and every 60-year-old that I know is like, well, this is the future. And what is that? Like, what is?
I will say,
Yeah.
someone alluded to it in the chat in Star Wars Andor. The character Luthen Rawl, who's the leader of basically the Resistance at the first season.
So, yeah,
he has this fantastic monologue towards the end. One of the lines is, "I'm condemned to use the tools of my enemy," and it's really true. It's the only way that a lot of creators can respond in real time to the just onslaught of bullshit coming in is to use AI tools. Fortunately or unfortunately, it is the quickest way to respond, have something out within an hour of some kind of news breaking, and to have a comic put together. There's just no way any of the people who draw on staff can get that material together that quick, get it turned around and get it pushed. And to stay on top of these things and to keep these, honestly, some of these atrocities like these ICE shootings top of mind, it is a combination of news articles, videos like Big Sarge does, and memes and other similar content to push awareness, to make people aware, to shine a spotlight on this. Because honestly, sometimes that's the only thing you can do, is to make all the cockroaches stand there in the light.
Yeah, I think for any other creatives that are watching right now, if you are curious, like, or let me restart what I'm trying to say here. I'll share kind of like how I now use AI when I do. I try to limit it as much as possible. There is, for anyone who's used AI and like really dove into like how to use these tools. If you are like wrapping up in even like an hour-long session of like working at a desk, and you've got ChatGPT or Claude or whatever open, and you're using it to work on your project, at the end of that hour, your mental capacity, there is a noticeable decline in like mental capacity and like the ability to like, I don't know, read and comprehend and synthesize information. It like alarmingly so. Like I could feel myself like not wanting to engage with, I don't know, like reading a passage or like sitting and writing something by hand. Like I could feel like almost a resistance. And that is not good. I am especially worried about, people are very concerned about AI's, what it's going to do to the climate and to like our energy grids. Those are like very, very valid concerns. But I think something that I want us to talk about more is AI in education. I'm deeply concerned about it. As I have a 3.5-year-old daughter, and like, so that it's really top of mind for me. What kind of education is she going to get in the next, like when she is in school? What is the next 20 years of K through 12 going to look like? Because we're having questions of what jobs will be available in the future, let alone like, you tell a kid to go learn AI. What does that mean exactly?
Mm-hmm.
Like what does that mean?
I've got a friend of mine who's a professor at Temple University here. So I'm outside Philadelphia, in case the background didn't give it away. And he's been talking to a few of us about how the prevalence of AI tools has for lack of a better term, made a lot of his students lazier. They have outsourced their thinking, they have outsourced their analysis. They punch in a topic, they punch in the length, and they're getting back not very good analysis. AI is good at repeating what it has seen. It is not good at interpolating that information, to extrapolate, to build on the base pieces and come up with a whole. I've personally seen from tools that my employer uses the absolute hallucinations that the AI will go through, even when presented with perfectly good information and scientific process to go through. AI will just go over here, and then we're giving complete, utter garbage data back to our engineers, and we're figuring out how this thing managed to screw up a basic chemical formula, or managed to send the wrong information to one of our engineers, or it has its flaws.
You won't even know what is. It's hard to even know what it is that is incorrect.
Right.
Because it looks so correct adjacent.
It looks authoritative. And it'll be 4 things. 3 will be correct because they're just a literal regurgitation. And the 4th that took a little bit of interpretation, it hallucinated some complete bullshit. And you're there looking at like, the fuck? That's
a really big challenge right now, I think. It is a great research tool. That's what I get the most benefit from AI is just gathering information, and then I can do what I want with that information. But because it might be correct 95% of the time, what am I retaining as truth 5% of the time that is not true?
Yeah, absolutely.
That I wouldn't have anyone to like correct me on either. And like, so it's tricky. It's more than just like, double check your sources. Like it's more than that. You need to, and we need to be careful of how we gain knowledge from these tools.
And it's why when we use it, we usually have, depending on the subject, someone like myself who's a subject matter expert on that thing to sit there and basically review everything that it kicks back. Like, no, this is right. This is wrong. I don't know what the hell was thinking here. This we can keep. Because otherwise, people do, like you said, they take it as gospel. And I can't begin to tell you how many times I've seen in our social media comments, someone sending a absolute bullshit idea, but they've screenshotted a piece of like Google AI that says whatever crazy thing that they just searched for. And of course it goes, yes, absolutely, that's true. George Washington conquered New Jersey in 1979.
Oh, he had a big dick.
Yeah. Every time we had one today. We had one today. It was like there was something that I don't remember which member of the staff put up. It was on the fraud of the Trump administration, their grift over the supposed fraud they're investigating in Minnesota. And we had some right-wing commenter come in there. The Somalians stole $9 billion in the city of Minneapolis just this last year. Here it is at Google. And the Google, it just cites it was like the Washington Examiner or some extremist right thing as credible, and thus the AI said it, so it must be true.
Oh God! And then AI is going to start referencing. Oh my God! Incorrect.
Because it cannot tell the difference between a New York Times story and the Washington Examiner or World News Daily or InfoWars. It's going to take each of them as equally authoritative on every subject.
That screenshot that I posted last night of Mitch McConnell, a bunch of people did reverse Google image lookup on it, which is fair. I did the exact same thing, but then a bunch of people apparently ran it through AI, and AI said that the photograph was from like 2023. And I'm like, okay, all right.
This is a picture of a dinosaur.
Presume that's true. It certainly could be feasible, but show me the source. And nobody could cite a source on it. And they just kept perpetuating it. And I'm like, all right, look, I hear what you're saying, and I don't want to tell you that you're wrong, but
you are wrong.
There's literally like a ton of photographs. They had like a whole ass photo shoot, starting with Mitch wearing his jeans and his little shirt, holding a newspaper, all the way to them walking out the hospital. And there's continuity there. Like, as a filmmaker, you learn continuity or you're going to get eaten alive by the people that watch your product. You got your shot lists. If you shoot things on multiple days, you take photographs and be like, all right, so this is what you look like on the first day of the shoot. And you refer back to that the next day and you try to match things up. So continuity is important, and AI doesn't get that. And just the sheer amount of copy pasted responses, I love them dearly. I love all the people that post. They're trying to be super helpful, but a lot of people are just going in there and doing a search using GPT or even Google now, and just getting the AI result as the default tab and taking that as the gospel. And I'm like, I hear what you're telling me, that this is from March of 2023 when he went to the hospital, but there's literally no documentation of this. There's no photographic proof. There's nothing that points back to it from that date and time. It's literally just an AI answer. And you can look at the AI answer and tell that it's AI.
Yes, you can.
It has a very distinct, like, I even see it on just like, I'll be scrolling through Facebook newsfeed when I'm drinking my morning coffee, and literally every single page now for like arts and entertainment has like some AI formatted thing where it's like one sentence, one dramatic sentence, one almost dramatic sentence, and then two sentences, and then but then they didn't dramatic sentence. And I'm like, God damn it.
And you know what's really frustrating, as someone who has, like, I consider myself a skilled writer, and like I'll use like certain like writing patterns, but that looks and feels AI now. And so like, don't get me started on the damn M dash. Like, I love the M dash.
Yeah.
And now I just use a normal dash when I should be using an M dash. I got myself started.
I love the M dash.
So I
also like the Oxford comma and the double space after because I grew up with the typewriter.
Yep.
And you had double space, and then they're like, oh, you don't have to do that anymore. It's the internet. So I was like, okay, cool. And then someone was like, no, you should totally go back to doing that. Make it your own thing. And I'm like, I love it.
Done. Sounds good. I'm validated. Well, so you're totally right. You can, even someone who doesn't use AI, I imagine, may be able to now tell when something is written with AI, like pretty easily. Pictures and videos and stuff are getting very hard to tell. I am wrong constantly, but with written text, with written word, it, like, I recently did I volunteered to assist with grading Greek life awards over at SLU. I was asked to assist with that. And so like Greek fraternity and sorority chapters would send in, sorry, I got a screaming baby upstairs. Toddler. Big girl. That's what she is now. Not a baby, not a toddler, a big girl. Anyway, I was assisting SLU in grading these submissions. And so it was my job to, like, I was paired up with another appraiser, and we had like 10, like whatever our category was, we had like 10 submissions, and there were maybe like an essay essentially for each submission. It was just the chapter explaining why they should get this award. And you could so easily tell which ones were just, they took the prompt and put it in ChatGPT and put that back into and they submitted that. And I could tell which ones were actually written. The biggest tell is that there is no personality behind the writing. Like there's no personal stories. There's no like, there's none of that of like a real life example of like, oh, when I was on campus doing this one thing, this other person did that. Like there's none of that.
Yeah.
And I would say 6 or 7 of these 10 submissions were, I believe, written with AI. And those are the ones that got lower grades. And like I scored them low. And the ones that, you know, maybe they had grammatical errors or something, but it was like a real story, and it was heartfelt, and they would talk about like an impact someone else made on them or something. And like those are the ones that I was giving 9s and 10s, not the ones that were super, super polished, but clearly an AI prompt wrote that. And that is, I remember in high school, I graduated high school in 2014, so very, very far before AI. But I was in like advanced math up until, well, all through high school. And then in junior year, I took calculus pre-calculus, and was halfway through the school year, I was like, I'm going to start cheating, and copied off of other people, like, and off of the internet for like the rest of the school year for that class. And I did that because I realized I could, and just took advantage of that and thought nothing of it. And then the next year when I was in calculus, I didn't know how to do anything. When I got to college, I had to relearn some bits of math. And that taught me a lot about like taking shortcuts. Like, you know, sometimes you have to take shortcuts, but you need to be wise as to what shortcuts you take. And right now we've got a generation that is using these tools to shortcut writing, critical thinking, creativity. And I think a lot of people are quick to blame the youth, or blame the people using the tool. But I think we as a society have to like really take a big step back and like reevaluate like our relationship with not just AI, but with tech in general. Like, yeah,
it's almost like the the paradox of the participation trophy. Like, oh, everybody gets a participation trophy now. Oh, yeah, well, you're the fucking asshole that gave them the participation trophies. It's not their fault.
Yeah,
They fucking saw low effort Jimmy getting the same trophy as the home run king.
I'm like, you raised these kids. What are you talking about?
Yeah. It's not the kids yelling about it. It's the parents in the stands screaming at the coach. Why did my kid get 2 more at-bats?
Yes.
Why isn't my kid starting a goalie? Because your kid lets in every single shot.
Sucks, Ethel. That's why.
Yeah.
I love seeing that when somebody is just like, oh, it's a participation trophy generation. It's like, yeah, well, you're the one that gave it to him, dummy.
Yeah.
Sports parents for kids, they can be vicious. What was that? 2 weeks ago?
I'm a sports parent for kids, and
vicious.
Are you vicious?
I'm not vicious.
My nephew plays lacrosse. He's 12. He'll be 13. I was at a tournament that he was playing in because he was actually playing down here. They normally live far away, so it was a chance for me to go see. And those parents are like, "All right, we're gonna need some restraining orders against a few of you."
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
The things you yell at the
I
kids.
I love
these are
seeing
12-year-olds.
videos of parents getting mad at refs, and the refs are just like,
Mhm.
"Yo, I'm reffing your kid's little league game. Like, chill out." Like,
I saw a ref
Yeah,
for one of the games.
we're not handing out Super Bowl rings here.
right.
Hand out a tactical card on the parents, on the audience, because they were screaming profanities at him. So he put a penalty on their team.
My oldest
Just like that.
played lacrosse. Now he's into like triathlons and shit. I'm like,
Damn kids.
my youngest
Cross as
has
the gateway
pretty
drug
much tried
triathlon.
everything. He's tried, and he's good at what he does, because I'm like, all right, look, you can play this if you want. I'll back you 100%, but we're not gonna fuck around here. You're gonna play it. And if you decide you don't like it, that's cool. You don't have to play it anymore. But if you're gonna play it, we're gonna do it right. We're gonna put some effort into it, and we're gonna learn something. So we've done baseball. Never did t-ball. Just went straight into baseball, and that kid can fucking hit. Like, he's playing little league baseball, and he's knocking that shit out of the park, and I'm like, God damn! But then he's standing at the plate, so I'm in the background, like right behind the little fence, and I'm like, run! And he's like, ugh! And he takes off and run, and I gotta like, and his coach is like, hey, don't tell. And I'm like, well, what the fuck are you doing?
Oh, so Big Sarge, you are one of those parents.
When I have to be, if he hits the ball and runs on his own, I'm just like, yeah, buddy, go, and that's it.
Yeah, I'm there watching these kids playing lacrosse, and they're 12, but my nephew definitely got the size genes from my side of the family and everything. So he's out there just like throw a quick elbow, knock a kid who's a foot and a half tall, shorter than him, down on his ass, and of course his parents over there next to him are like, yeah, knock him the F out. It's like they're 12. Chill the fuck out.
Right.
I have only encouraged my youngest to hit somebody when he was playing football, or like when he's doing martial arts, but I wasn't like knock the fuck out of that kid. I'm like, all right, buddy, come on, give it to him. Football, I'm like, all right, yeah, that's my sport. So I played, and I'm like, all right, I know what I'm doing here. So I
know what I'm doing.
Knock that kid over.
I've never been a huge sports guy. I played roller hockey in high school for 3 years, but honestly, I decided to play roller hockey because I was like, all right, I'm about to go through all of school and never have had played a sport. I probably don't want that. I don't want that to be my school experience. So I was like, I'll go do hockey. That'll be the one I do. In 3 years, I got 2 goals ever.
You got 2, right?
One of them, I just got really lucky. I was just right next to the goal and was able to tap it in.
It counts the same.
The other was it bounced off of my helmet into the goal. And so technically
that counts.
That counts. That was my first goal. That was my first ever goal. One of 2.
You get a point off of it, it counts.
That's right. So now I stick to disc golf or sand volleyball leagues.
Mm-hmm.
That's my sporting now, and hiking.
And my sister yelled at me if I didn't add that my nephew's team did go undefeated through the tournament and win the entire thing. So applause for them. That's
huge.
Huge because they have lost badly at every single tournament they have ever gone to until this one, and they came out and didn't just win all their games. They blew every other one of the teams out. So they were pumped. So I can excuse his parents for being a little excited for it. There were some things being said by parents that were just like that might be over the line a bit. That was a little much.
I started going to my youngest brother Riley. He just graduated from high school. He's gonna play lacrosse at Mo State. So look out for Riley Holstein, y'all.
All right.
But we started going to his football games, and we were taking our daughter. She loves going and cheering for him, ringing the cowbells and just being in the crowd with everyone making so much noise. But guys, I did not anticipate what some of these parents would act like.
Yeah.
I really, really didn't. And I like that could never be me. I don't think.
You don't think until the ref gets that call wrong. And it's like, yeah, it's just the greatest tragedy that has ever befallen my family.
If it's like to my kid, like, yeah.
I don't argue with refs. I'm just like, you know what? Because I've seen refs that will take that shit personally and then start to subconsciously take it out on people. I'm like, the ref made the call, whatever. You know, is the ref right? I don't know.
Right.
I saw something different, but I'm
I don't know
not
how the
gonna.
rules work.
But I cannot get sucked into that sports league parent thing. It doesn't appeal to me at all. And when I would see it in the other parents, I'd just be like, oh god. I'm like, I'm gonna go get some fucking a burger or something from the concession stand. I don't want to be around it because I'm instantly drawn to wanting to knock that fucker out, just so that they don't start problems with anybody else. Like he fell off the bleacher. I can't help that he tripped over my leg.
Oh, me? No, I was somewhere else. I
gotta get the fuck out of there. I was like, no, because
Go ahead.
I have this deep-seated asshole inside of me, and I can't take other people's bullshit when I'm out in public where it's going to impact other people. So I know myself, and I got to get out. I'm like, I don't want to be part of whatever.
Are you really a big asshole? You seem like a big teddy bear.
I see some of his rant videos. He can go asshole when he wants to. Got that shit on speed dial.
I can be. I definitely want to be the most relaxed person possible when I'm out in the world, but sometimes you have to balance that with, I'm going to be a nice guy. I'm going to let this guy, in front of me because clearly he needs to get over and just go on about my day because everybody is just trying to get through life together. But then there's that one fucker who he can't just get through life. He's got to get through life by stepping on everybody else and their enjoyment. And that, I take that personally, even if it's not me, just because injustice pisses me off. And
I agree.
I have a switch.
I agree.
I got the switch inside of me, and I will be the most relaxed person. And I'll just see some shit, and I'll be like, gonna let that go. Doesn't affect me. And I keep on going. But when that switch gets flipped, I'm like, oh, nope.
Oh man, if I'm in public or like I'm a dad. I don't go to many house parties. I don't go to as many house parties as I used to. But
yeah,
like
this is just a downhill slope. Honestly.
Yeah. The party,
I don't want to. Don't invite me. I'm not gonna come over.
By 9. Come on.
9.
We were going out at 9:30. What are you talking about?
8:30. I'm contemplating do I want to go lay down in bed and read my book until I fall asleep, or do I want to try to feel on my wife's booty?
It's where it's comfortable, I remember going to house parties though, and if there was I'm someone who can talk to and be friends with everybody, but it happens more than I thought it would. Growing up, I remember there was a moment I was with a group of friends that I hadn't seen, or people from my high school that I hadn't seen in forever. I don't know that I'd call them friends necessarily, but we were just catching up, and someone walked in the other room or something, and then they all started making fun of their appearance and what they were wearing, and really just being fucking at. And that makes me think so differently of somebody when that happens.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I cannot. in injustice specifically, or like when if someone is just like, I don't know, just mean fucking people, I cannot tolerate. Like, I just cannot tolerate it.
Mm-hmm. I had almost
Feel
the
that.
exact same experience with one of my high school reunions, and it was the same kind of thing. Is
Yeah.
just look at the guy like, really,
Like,
all
brought you back
high
to
school. This
being,
is
and maybe
you're
that's part of
still
it.
17, huh?
Yeah, maybe
Couldn't see how
that's
much
part
you've
of it.
grown
Maybe
since
it's
then.
like
You're
you
still
got
a
a
piece
bunch
of
of
shit.
people
It's great.
who
It's terrific.
knew each other at 18 together.
Yeah.
They become an 18-year-old again. So maybe it was that, but I don't know, man.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I can't give it past too.
Like, you guys clearly peaked in high school. Have fun. I'm out.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be me.
Oh. I went to a
Honestly.
high school reunion. I'm gonna tell this story. I'm gonna get in fucking trouble if I tell this story.
I mean, that's tradition with most of your stories. You just,
I went
one strike
went
away from a
to-
YouTube ban at this
I
point.
went to a high school reunion and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna show up and I'm gonna do some fucking Sacha Baron Cohen shit. And I rented a limousine and an escort.
At your high school reunion?
Yeah. I didn't tell anybody
This
the
motherfucker.
truth about it. I was like, oh yeah, I'm a filmmaker. Just
Oh, there are people who still think about that for sure. But there are people that were at that reunion still telling that story today.
it would surprise me. Yeah.
Honestly, with the
That's
least
the only
surprising
reason
stories.
to go to high school reunions now. Is it's like
I had a graduating class of like 80, so
all right.
Now
I
it's
don't know how bumping the my class of 2014 reunions would be now. I don't know that we could get that many together.
yeah, the my graduating class now it's
80.
if we're all together, they're all talking about like their kids having just graduated from school and whatnot. It's like, I just aged a decade to this conversation talking to you all. It's terrific.
Oh yeah.
I'm at grandparent age. Like, people in my high school are now like, yeah, this is my little grandbaby, and I'm like, you're not even fucking 50 yet. What the fuck?
Yeah,
That'll hurt.
Yep.
That'll hurt one day.
it's wild.
Like, oh, you had kids at 19, and then your 18-year-old kid had a kid, so you're a grandparent at age 30.
Right,
Okay.
right. I mean, you know what? Be done parenting by your 40s, 50s. Like that's sick.
Yeah, but that whole span from like age 18 to whenever, 27, 28, 29, is like, you don't get that back.
That's a good point. That's good. You really don't. The years start coming and they don't stop coming.
Wow,
Run it.
Smash Mouth reference. I got it.
Hey, now.
I appreciated it.
A man of culture here.
And clearly, sir. Clearly. Speaking of which, we would be remiss if we didn't at least ask you about your political stances and where you are.
Right. That's what we're here to talk about. I'm running for Congress.
I figure with a few minutes left, we'll at least get some kind of policy question. And can't all be about hookers and high school reunions.
Yeah.
It's just,
So,
that's the clip that the opponent ends up using. Is just that. It's just that one piece of the
next
audio.
episode, we can do more.
So what? Talk us through what are the foundation pillars of what drives you in policy. What is your priority? What are you going to deliver for your constituents?
Oh, he's a politician. LOL. I'm still on it.
Love it, Adam.
So my main platform, my main priorities that I think right now are the most urgent, the most urgent things in our society. I want to pass Medicare for all. I want to invest in public education. I want to regulate AI and big tech, and I want to get big money out of politics, get corruption out of politics. And so that can look like overturning Citizens United, banning congressional stock trading. I'm starting to hear people talk about banning super PACs. I like that. I, as someone who like didn't follow politics through high school and stuff, like I didn't realize until I was much older how fucked up our campaign finance system is.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like it's clear as day that normal people are not like who they're beholden to. And it's like this open secret that like has been a thing for years. And now finally people are like I'm seeing so many politicians like speak up about this. Maybe it's just because that's what my algorithm's feeding me, but I think they are. Yeah, I want to get our government in control, like controlled by the people, because it's not. Some things with education, I want to completely ban AI in K through 8 and heavily regulate specifically for education in high schools. There might be some school districts that like do have certain guardrails they use, but if there is a school that is just like letting kids use AI in whatever way that they want to or whatever because it's the future or whatever, like that is a problem. And we can't just let that run wild in our school systems. We have to be very intentional about it. We completely screwed up our society when we introduced social media, and we had no guardrails, no protections for kids. I mean, I started my MySpace when I was 12. It definitely told me I had to be 13. I didn't care.
MySpace.
But we're about to do the same thing with AI, and we're about to cripple a generation, and it's our responsibility to not do that. There's a lot of my platform, I think, that it will kind of come back to AI. And I think the big reason is that that's going to change so much. Whatever your feelings about AI, it's going to change things. And I am not somebody who is like, whatever, man, just embrace it. This is the future. You got to learn it. Like that's not the mentality here. Like, you know, maybe there's some of that, but I am way more focused on like, okay, if we truly do have a jobs apocalypse, like they're saying we're going to, like they're promising, where are we going to get healthcare? Because 54%, I think, of Americans get healthcare through their employer.
Yep.
So what are we going to do once we don't have jobs?
Well, the powers that be feel it'd just be more convenient if that 54% just, died off. They're not useful anymore. They're not a good cog.
Yeah.
I feel like,
but I thought they wanted us to have more kids. What do you mean?
if you put people out of work
That
because
works.
you have chosen to switch over to AI, and that's its own separate subject, because eventually that bubble is going to burst. You're going to run out of AI tokens, and you don't have a quality product. Anyway, if you put your people out of work in favor of AI, I feel like you should have to pay some sort of national tax into a healthcare fund. Because all the money that you're saving from having switched to AI, now you've got unemployed people. You've contributed to unemployment. And what happens when you do a reduction in force? Those people are eligible for unemployment. And who pays unemployment? The employer. So in certain states, like I think it's Kentucky, at least back 15 years ago, because we had a big reduction in force at the video game company that I used to work for.
What,
And one of our guys,
what company?
I started out, the company was called Mythic Entertainment, and then it was bought up by EA, and it became EA hyphen, not M dash, but hyphen Mythic Entertainment. And then it merged with BioWare, because BioWare got bought by EA. It became BioWare Mythic. And then BioWare was like, we hate this. Let's breach of contract or something. And it was just BioWare.
I'm so sorry to derail you, but I'm a big gamer. What games did you work on? Or were there any that I might know?
Oh, there's definitely
Ultima Online, Dark Age of Camelot,
Also the fighting game, is that right?
Warhammer Age of Reckoning, and Star Wars The Old Republic, and Mass Effect and Dragon Age.
Mass Effect?
Yeah.
Mass Effect. Commander Shepard.
Oh no! Sorry, I'm wowed that you worked at Mass Effect. I'm a big Mass Effect fan, so
pretty damn cool.
Oh, that's really cool. That's really cool. What did you do specifically?
I was a world builder, lore builder, and writer. So I would get tasked with different things. With Mass Effect, I did a lot of the fucking Rex, the big
Krogan.
I can't even remember the fucking name anymore. And
like
then
you wrote his backstory, that kind of thing.
I wrote I built basically the race and some of the lore associated with them to kind of give those characters like their background, like forms their background experiences. And then with Dragon Age, it was the dwarves.
I would love to. I know that you said that we don't usually talk about y'all. I would love to chat sometime on or off camera about that. I have a minor in game design, and before I wanted to go into politics, I was considering switching to something in game design.
I will say that if you are a single person living with roommates, preferably roommates who are also in game development, it's a great job. But when you have kids and you have a spouse and the family dog or whatever, it sucks because
at this point anything is better than
you're gonna work long hours. And if your salary,
for the family and the schedule is what I meant.
If your salary, they'll be like, all right, we're all showing up at 4 a.m. and we're not leaving until midnight. And then we're going to be back here at 4 a.m. And you will see dudes sleeping under their desk, feet up on the chair, whatever, sleeping on couches. It's awful. And as soon as your game is published, you can expect at least 50% reduction in force. And if your game doesn't do well, reduction in force. It was literally 2 years of terror that we were going to be riffed. And like once a month, there was always like a small group that got let go. And then every quarter, a little bit bigger group. And it was like, fucking. And sometimes if you have a good studio, like a well-known studio, they might have people that will help you get hired on at other places, hopefully right down the street. But more often than not, no. I know so many ex-game developers who were like, yeah, I had a good time. I felt like a rock star, but then I had kids.
I mean, I follow. Do you know Skill Up, the YouTuber?
Yeah.
So they have a show This Week in Video Games that I've watched for like several years. I had watched like every weekly episode, and like starting a year and a half ago, they every week they start the show with like, here's who's getting laid off now. EA is getting hit now. Riot now. Bethesda now. Like just one after another. It was just massive layoffs left and right, and it's just accelerating. It's just accelerating. But I see there's stories like I don't know if you are you still a gamer?
Oh yeah,
Okay, so did you play?
I still play games.
And honestly, you should see the D&D games he's run for some of us.
I've only I
You can
DM'd
imagine his writing in the D&D setting.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Yo,
Like we'll come in like expecting like, oh, we're gonna go like kill some goblins.
do you
Like, no,
want that?
here's the extended history of this entire Dwarven kingdom, and here are the major player houses that are competing for power and prestige in the royal court that you're gonna have to balance out as you go through here and choose who you do the jobs for and who you assist with this thing. And then you're also gonna have to uncover the the mystery behind this murder that took out this prince 10 years ago. And whose murder allowed a house to rise to power that's kind of beneficial to you, but also now you know who the murderer in that house was. So it's
Gentlemen, if we
It's
do not
advanced.
organize a digital one shot at some point, I will be pissed off.
he did one for Veterans Day. This past Veterans Day, he ran a one shot, which was exactly as chaotic and sort of broken as you'd expect. He had some of the staff playing characters.
They had
turned
one
a couple
in,
volunteers. Oh, it was a great time.
7 days in DC,
Video's
they
still
had one, but they didn't invite me. So
I did I
They're
DM'd
lost.
a Curse of Strahd campaign for
Ooh.
about a year.
oh yeah, fucking
Yeah.
Ravenloft. Oh
Yeah.
I love DMing. We got to Kresk, and then life got busy, and I had to just stop. Unfortunately, I miss it so much, but we just can't. We obviously don't have time now. But
Oh yeah.
um,
I was running 2 games in person until COVID hit, and then it was just like everything kind of fell apart.
yeah.
yes, COVID. COVID put a stop to my indie film stuff, and I never really recovered from that. But I
Did
ended up.
launch your animated series though, so
We did do a lot of machinima during COVID, and that was pretty cool.
Oh, yeah?
Because I was living in Atlanta at the time, which is like the 3rd largest film scene in the nation. So there were tons and tons of background actors who were in like Marvel movies and everything that was ever filmed in Walking Dead, things like that. And they all do indie film for free because indie film, they can get lines. They're like, yeah, make me the lead male character or whatever. And you're like, okay, cool, yeah. The guy from Walking Dead who played one of the saviors that like beat the shit out of the guy in that one scene. He's like one of my diehard. He's like ride or die. He's like, any project you ever do, let me know. I don't care. I will cut my hair, shave my beard, lose weight to be on any project that you do ever from now until the day we die. And I'm like, okay, cool. Yeah, and he will too. Like he's played he played an Afghan insurgent, and and he's Hispanic. And the only reason that we didn't have Afghans is because none of the people in the community were like, I don't want to play a terrorist. You out of your fucking mind? So it was a Western, but we had a lot of people who were like, they have like real IMDb scores and whatnot that are doing voiceovers for this machinima because everybody was out of work.
he got Mark Meeks, Commander Shepard himself, to be in it.
Really?
Mark Meir, yeah.
Mark Meir. I'm sorry. Yes, Mark Meir.
Yeah, I reached out to him and I was like, hey, I did the world building for the what are they? Erdnot Rex. What the fuck is that guy's race?
Krogan. They're Krogans.
Krogan, yeah. Krogans.
This guy.
He's like, oh yeah. I was like, yeah, I was in the studio the day that you came in and fucking choked on that sandwich. Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I gave you the Heimlich maneuver. He's like, you saved my life. What's up, buddy? I'm like, hey, would you mind doing a couple of lines for this machinima thing? He's like, sure. What do you want? Is it like Commander Shepard? And I'm like, no, actually.
Did Machinima do Red versus Blue?
What's that?
Red versus Blue is a machinima. Yeah.
Okay, I thought so.
Yeah. I've never seen it.
Really?
I generally don't watch other people's stuff when I'm doing a thing because I don't want to be influenced by it. So yeah, people
It's
are like,
good.
"Oh yeah, you do Machinima. You should watch Red versus Blue," and I'm like,
You should watch it now, though.
I'm
Good.
still doing the Machinima.
Oh, you are. Sorry.
One of these days, he's going to turn out more
One of
episodes.
these days, we'll turn around and get our.
We only wrote like 18 episodes and then filmed 6 of them, so we got more material to get through.
We're in season 2 now. We've written like 3 episodes in season 2, plus like handful of
I've written a
one-offs.
bunch of episodes in season
What
2,
is it?
but we haven't
What is
finished
it right now
season
that you're working
1.
on? What is this?
Star
It's a
Citizen
Machinima
Nocturne.
web series called Star Citizen Nocturne.
With a surprisingly high quality of voice actors for kind of a silly Machinima series. Also me doing
Hey.
this for some reason. It's great. It could be in there, like you're looking at the credits, like, oh, I've seen that person in this and this. I've seen that person in this person video game voices, and then there's me. It's like, one of these things is not like the other.
Talk about imposter syndrome. Damn.
Yeah. It's very cool to be a part of those projects. So.
Oh yeah. Oh man, that would have been like in school. Like that would have been my dream. Like to work on projects like that. I mean, I grew up in the height of the, I was playing Halo 3, custom games, Duck Hunt, and all sorts of the community maps and levels that you could download. Like freshman year of high school.
Man, I got big into modding to whether it was custom maps or like additional character skins or additional weapons and stuff that you could load in. I wrote so many of these and they're really, for the most part, most modding is relatively easy to do on the small scale. I'm not talking about the people who do these total conversion mods that take them like a year to put together or something, but it's just like to add the custom skin on an AK or to double the height of characters can jump with this mod or whatever it is. And
right.
Love that shit. Absolutely loved it.
I never did any of the modding. Well, that was a dog, right?
Ram. Yeah, that was Ram. Yep, Ram just made
That was
his
my
audio
ass.
appearance.
Like that was a
Shake his ass cheeks.
Wait, I'm a politician. I'm serious. Very serious.
We've completely this episode is Junk the Shark.
That's the episode.
Look,
We're
I
supposed to
have
be talking about
ADHD
political
and I'm
campaigns
medicated, and so like those meds wore off a while ago.
Yeah.
Just pure authenticity at this point.
Up here.
That's the best kind though, because people will be like, "Oh,
There you go.
what are your thoughts on the tax on the thing?" And then you're like,
Why does
"Have I ever
everybody-
told you about my D&D
There you go.
games?"
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I've got. If there is one thing that any opponent that I'll ever face will never be able to say about me, and that's that I'm inauthentic. Like I remember at the start of this campaign, the political campaign. I know we've been talking about D&D, but no. As a reminder, I'm running for Congress in Missouri's 3rd congressional district. I'm trying to unseat Bob Onder in Missouri. That's what I'm doing. So, not just a friggin' nerd.
Because we'll totally talk nerd shit for hours. We absolutely.
Same. I don't even. How long was this supposed to be? I think we're just riffing now.
Yeah. Hey, look, we got the things we're required to. The story of what got you into politics and some of your key positions. As long as we did that, we did our jobs. Everything else is our time.
Perfect.
We met our requirements.
Perfect. I don't know what I was saying a second ago. Like I said, ADHD. That's that's real life here.
Yeah. That's here too.
Well,
don't forget, folks, if you visit the link we have up, you can visit the Holstein for Congress link tree, get to know more about the candidate, as well as make some donations, maybe. Help a brother out.
Yeah, just to touch on that a little bit, we are running a fully grassroots campaign. We're not taking any corporate money. We are not taking any special interest money. This is all people power, small dollar donations. And at the start of Bob's campaign, he paid himself $900,000 to start the campaign.
As
so,
one
like, you know, we're not gonna approach that. We're being creative in how we are running our campaign, and
You can do that?
Yeah, we keep telling you got to get into politics, Big Sarge.
How?
I know.
What?
So yeah, you know, we knew this would be an uphill battle, but man, we're battling. We really are. But that being said, we could absolutely use donations. If I think our average donations right now are around $50 on average. So, but anything helps. $5 will go a long way. I think $5 gets us one of those signs, maybe one of the smaller signs. I don't know, but we need dollars. We need dollars to be able to get in front of people, to send out mailers, to run ads, win this thing.
I'm presuming this is one of your campaign people, and I'm not just like randomly.
No, who the hell is no? This is Brooke. One of my. Could not do this without her. Absolutely not.
Hi, Brooke.
Hi, Brooke.
Welcome to the show.
Brooke, come on. Come on.
Yeah.
On. I'm getting tired. Damn.
I mean, she's got a webcam and a microphone. Just send her the link that I sent you.
We'll just run it back from the top. 1 hour podcast. Yeah, $30 donation. We have 2 campaign email accounts for 1 month. That's right. We could use donations, and if you cannot donate, that's another challenge of running a grassroots campaign during a cost of living crisis, is that people don't have as much disposable income as they used to. So if you can donate, that's amazing. But if you're able to just spread the word, if you know people in Missouri, especially young people, send them to our Instagram account, or Holstein for Mo, for the word for, not the number. So FOR. Holstein for Mo on like every social media platform. Send that to someone you know in Missouri, and that really will go a long way.
Looking to see if there's any follow-up from Brooke on that.
It's always such a big push to be able to get people who are not taking the corporate money, not taking the big pack money, to actually, like, look, we hear the complaints all the time. Who are the people who are not taking, big interest money? We're showcasing them. We're showcasing Tommy, and many like him. And if you want to support him, here are the people to support. Here's your chance. It is literally a link. You can click it, click, done, and you can help. You've got an opportunity to directly assist someone who is running for Congress, who is representing values. Tommy can't be in every state.
Can't be.
Is
someone like me might be.
The Discord linked on your link tree?
Yes, it is. Yep, you can join our community Discord from our link tree.
All right, so Linktree / Holstein for Congress.
Is that in here?
And then there's a Discord link there. Everybody knows about Discord, right? Because there's a Liberty Discord.
Or do you need me to post it?
Do they not know?
No, it's posted there. I got it on the screen.
Oh, thank you. I see.
Admin Matt's burner account.
Funiculous.
One of many in all my Star Citizen videos.
Is Star Citizen is it an RTS? Is that what that is?
It's it's kind of a space flight sim and an FPS.
Oh,
you
okay.
can run around, shooting laser guns at other players or at NPCs, and then you can also get into vehicles or ships, fly them around, and shoot them at people and things. And
I have a friend that was trying to get me into Elite Dangerous. Is it like that?
Similar, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Interesting.
Better,
definitely better.
Okay.
Absolutely gorgeous game.
Yeah, obviously I can talk games and nerd shit forever.
Yeah.
My board game collection is massive, and it's over there.
I saw you have a board game event on your calendar on your site.
Oh yeah. If there's anybody watching from Columbia, Missouri, or anywhere, you don't have to be in Columbia.
They can travel.
You can fly in for the board game night. We'll be at Hexagon Alley on this Friday at 6 p.m. And if anyone is, we'll also be at Shortwave Coffee this Wednesday in Columbia from 10 to 1. I'll just have my laptop there working on stuff, and if anyone wants to come in and sit down and have a coffee with me and chat, then that's what I'm there to do. So that's Wednesday. Thursday we have a meet and greet at Sugarbot Creamery in St. Charles, Missouri. We'll be eating ice cream and having conversations. That's what all of our events are going to be, mostly, is opportunities to meet in person and have conversations. I'm trying to just get it in front of as many people, especially in person, as possible. I would love anybody to come out to any of our events. Go to Holstein for Mo on Instagram, and we have a pinned event video that has more details on everything.
Excellent. You got a question from the audience there. What will it take to get young voters to take voting as serious as boomers?
What has been working for me is, I think, leading with pure authenticity, unapologetically authentic. I don't know what a politician is supposed to act like. It's probably not like this, but I can't not be this. So I think that has really been going a long way. I think that there are a lot of Democrats that are trying to appeal to young voters that I see that are trying to do it from, like, they start from a place of, like, I'm a politician, and they have this idea of, like, what a politician is supposed to be or sound like or say, and people just see through it. Like, they see right through it, and that is no way to get young people out. They're smarter than that.
I think number one, like, could you imagine Bob Dole being, like, having your energy and basically, like, your persona? Like, if you referred to yourself in third person, that would be Bob Dole. Like, that would be like
Bob Dole's on the Instagram.
Right. What a great way to describe somebody. That I definitely know what that might mean. No, I'm looking at, I don't know who Bob Dole is, but
Bob Dole was an elder statesman, probably one of the last statesmen that we had. Like, he kind of peaked in the 90s, I think.
He ran for president
in like the year 2000, and he had, like, Britney Spears with him or whatever.
Really?
Conservatorship Britney Spears. So
you and I remember the timeline very differently.
And my I can't.
Anyway, I think that, like, if you want to get young voters to take voting seriously, number one, you have to be authentic. You can't come at them like, well, I'm a politician. It's just like, I'm an average I'm a fucking welder or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then you have to acknowledge that shit sucks. It sucks for you, and it sucks for them. And the only way that it's going to not suck for them is for them to get engaged in the political process for however long it takes, even if it takes them 3 or 4 elections of constantly staying on their guard.
Yeah.
Even if that means running against you. Like, if they think that you're the problem, at least they're involved in the process.
Yeah.
And they can't use AI to cheat their way through learning about candidates, but also B, they need to learn about candidates. Like, don't just take somebody's word for it, because then we end up with like a Graham Plattner situation.
Right.
Mm.
I would recommend. Or sorry, did you have more to say about that?
Do your research, basically. That's all I was going to say.
It is what I would encourage young people to do is backing up. When I started all of this, before I went on that trip that kind of, it sparked a lot of this. I was feeling like just so down, and like I was in like a deep despair about what the future was going to look like. It was a huge question mark, and it felt threatening, and it felt like I had no control over what was happening, and none of us did. And I'm preaching in the choir here. It's everybody here has probably felt the same way. But the second that I just took some sort of action, I felt like I got like a spark back that I had lost. And it was not as hard as I thought it would be to do this. Like it's really not. It was intimidating because I'm running for Congress. What the hell is that? Like, what is that? But it's not as wild and crazy as it sounded 2 months ago, 3 months ago, whenever I started this. But that does not have to be what young people do. You do not have to go run for public office. You could run for public office. It could be a local, you could be on city council, you could be on a school board and make good things happen from that place. But you don't have to do that either. You could support candidates. You could just attend political organization meetings. Like there is near where I am, there like 10 minutes away, there is an Indivisible chapter that meets at a local library. There's probably one near everyone watching. And just going to one of those meetings, even with like maybe you bring a friend or something, and just sitting in that room and being around people who are trying to do something to enact change however they can will change your damn life. Like it'll reframe what is possible for you. And like that, so that's what I would encourage young people to do now. Sorry, I realize this question is about what will it take to get them to vote. I think what it will take to get them to vote is to get them to believe that being involved in this will have an impact and will matter and will be a place where they can make a difference. Because so many young people look at all of this and are like, well, my vote's not going to do anything. Oh, that candidate, what's actually going to change? Nothing. That is the mentality that a lot of young people have right now. And that's the mentality that I had not too long ago. But the second I got involved in this process, it just became something I had to learn, and then something I could act on once I knew how to do these things. And even, I would encourage young people to get involved in their community however they can. And for us who want to get young people out to vote, take them seriously. I think that young people don't feel heard at all. They're not being prioritized. They're not, and they're the future. Young people are the future. We should always be investing in the next generation. And that can look like investing in education, but it can also look like giving them places to hang out with their friends. It can be encouraging them to we have to activate young people. If we want to get them to vote, they have to believe that voting will make a difference, and they have to believe that being involved in the political process, whether supporting a campaign or otherwise, being involved in something will make you feel better, and you have more power to do things than you think you do. That's my soapbox. I'll step down now.
It's a pretty good one.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
on the subject of not feeling like you can do anything, you were talking about that probably a minute and a half ago. I wanted to introduce you to Courage for Democracy, the Courage Caucus. It is a hybrid PAC that is not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee. They're kind of a unique creation. There's a movement called Citizens Impeachment, and Courage for Democracy is the actual movement that's behind citizens impeachment. Essentially, the only real qualifier, and you could be Republican, Democrat, Independent, Green Party, whatever. The only real qualification that you need, other than running for office, is that you support impeachment of the regime. And on literally your first day in office, you're committed to making impeachment happen, whatever you do. They have
accountability. Yes.
Then after this live stream, I'm going to send an email and I'm going to CC you and your campaign on it and make an introduction for you, because there are, I think they said they got about 120 people who are currently in their primaries or have passed their primaries. So after August 4th, we'll see how many more they have. But presume that even half of them get elected. That's a significant young progressive group getting into the Democratic Party.
Can you imagine?
And that can seriously, like I have a fucking hard on thinking about it just all day, every day. Because I have consistently advocated for a Tea Party style takeover of the Democratic Party. This is the closest thing to it. And it's amazing to see. Like, there are so many great young candidates that are younger than me, which is not a stretch. You know, I'm fucking 50.
Like that's almost every client.
That's like Bernard Taylor, Marielana Kinter, just craziness. It's like all these people that are now, you know, they're the challenger against whatever Republican shit ass is in office. Yeah. So.
Really quick, I exclaimed, "You're 50" because you look great for 50. So
thank you.
It's not an insult. I want to make that clear.
Good recovery. Good recovery.
Thanks.
The salt in the beard gives it away.
I should have looked there first. Yeah.
It's the clean living, you know. No drinking, no drugging, no whoring.
Big charge. I am offended on your behalf. You're here.
No, it's like I have self-deprecating humor. Everybody knows I am not the cleanest. I'm the filthiest. So
a dirty boy.
I own it. It is. I make it part of my person. There's no Grand Platinum pretendy bullshit here.
Matt's broken.
That was great.
All right, so you have your primary on August 4th, right?
August 4th. We need to vote on August 4th.
Who else is running for the Democratic nomination? Is there anybody else?
It is myself and Bethany Mann. Bethany
I don't know who that.
This is her third time running, so she's been in the arena for many years. I believe I've voted for her. If I voted in the primary, then I would have voted for her. And she's done great work here. And thank God we at least had somebody doing something, you know?
Yeah.
I don't want to take away anything that she's done, or take away from that. I mean, I just worry that the same thing will happen. And that's part of the reason I jumped in, is that I was like, okay, if no one else is running, like, is Bob just going to win again?
Yeah.
Probably. Like, incumbents usually do. And against the same challenger, like, that's what I would assume would happen. And so that's part of why I'm running.
So we've gotten a number of questions, nearly all of them from Janet, about getting you to talk about Amendment 5, which will be on the ballot August 4th.
Amendment 5. Well, that's going to be a big no from me. Amendment 5. Amendment 5 will replace income tax. It'll get rid of income tax and be replaced with lots of sales tax, and we'll start taxing services. And as a service-based business, that's scary. But let me look. I'm going to read from Ballotpedia exactly what a yes and a no vote would be. Okay. Missouri Amendment 5, Income Tax Elimination and Sales Tax Changes Amendment. So yes vote supports amending the state constitution to reduce the state individual income tax based on revenue growth until the tax is eliminated. Reduce personal property and other local taxes when local revenues increase, while prohibiting reductions in funding for public schools. Prohibit future state individual income tax once eliminated, and limit expansions of sales and use taxes unless they are used to reduce income tax. A no vote opposes amending the state constitution to reduce the state individual income tax based on revenue growth until the tax is eliminated. Reduce personal property and other local taxes when local revenues increase. I should not have read all of these words. Well, I'm already in here. While prohibiting reductions in funding for public schools. Prohibit future state and individual income taxes once eliminated, and limit expansions of sales and use taxes unless they are used to reduce income tax. Now, I thought reading all of that was going to make all of this much clearer. It did not necessarily. But yeah, so this will eliminate income tax and increase our sales taxes. Everything that I am seeing is pointing toward this is just going to be more money taken out of our pockets. It's yet another way to just take money from the public and transfer it from bottom up. And go ahead.
I was going to say, and that's how it's worked everywhere else that the GOP has managed to get it put into place, is that it amounts to a regressive tax because it becomes a use tax and less based on the income people are making. So it becomes a tax break the more money you're making, and it becomes a bigger burden the less money you have, because a bigger part of your income goes to your purchases the less money you're making. Right. So more of your income ends up being taxed through the sales tax than ever would have been through the income tax. But they sell it as, no, we're getting rid of the income tax. You're going to save all this money. And what they really mean is you're going to be footing more of the bill for all the things the state puts together.
Oh, yeah.
That's me.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And you can, I would encourage people to watch what, like how Republicans are talking about that in Missouri. I recently was, I was introduced to a Republican candidate at an event recently, and they were, and a constituent of theirs came up and was asking about Amendment 5, and the way that he was explaining it, like it was clear that it was not like he was trying to convince, and but it did not feel authentic. And she was picking up on that. Like she was just like, I don't think I agree with you on this, and none of this feels right. And that has been how this has felt the entire time. Have you guys seen the Amendment 5 AI ad that has been going around?
Yeah, I'm in PA.
No. I'm in.
Right. Sorry. Y'all don't know. Y'all don't. Okay. I'm going to find this video and send it to you guys so you can have fun with it. It's a very bad AI video that it doesn't make any sense. But anyway. So vote no on Amendment 4 and 5. 4 is also going to take away voting power from the people. Instead of having to get 50 plus 1% to get something passed in the state, we are instead going to have to have a majority in each of these districts. And so nothing will ever get passed again. Or if somebody wanted to kill, let's say the Republicans wanted to kill some amendment, they would just have to focus all of their efforts in the district that they are most likely to get that no vote from.
Mm-hmm.
I'm horrified that that's on the ballot, that's being talked about. Amendment 5 is bad. Vote no, but I really, really encourage people to look into Amendment 4. That is, I think, just such a big threat to the people of Missouri.
Janet, does that end you?
I have a dog chewing on my hand.
That's not good.
No, this keeps him from chewing on furniture. Skin grows back. Sofas do not.
It's true.
This is
I
way
think
of
that's
Tommy
a convenient. I think that's a convenient stopping point. We've been at this over 2 hours now. We're like
really
30 minutes past our usual-ish stop time.
Very ish.
A couple bros having some fun. That's all
Yeah.
right. Well, gentlemen, thank you for having me on. I had a great time, and thank you everyone for tuning in.
I'll have to have you come back.
Yeah, I would love to. I'm serious about doing a one-shot, by the way. If that's a thing that potentially could happen, I would be so down for that.
I am always down for D&D events. So
we were Brooke. Well, we don't have to continue the stream too long, but we were. Brooke was in the process of planning a D&D fundraiser. We had plans to like rent out like a miniature market or something nearby, and this idea came about because like every volunteer on our team just happens to be a D&D player, and they realized that they were like, "Oh my god, we should do that," but miniature market doesn't want to do political events.
Also, how awesome it is that you guys have miniature market in your state. I got to order from them online all the time.
Love miniature market.
Same. Most of my collections from them.
I was offended that they don't want any political events there because I have spent far too much money there over the past 6-7 years.
You and me both.
That's all right. That's their decision.
I'm planning on kind of taking it easy August and September with live streams, just because we've done like this week alone is just going to be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and I'm pushing my luck with my wife. So.
Oh yeah, I got no fucking time right now. So in the future, even if it's months from now, I would genuinely love to do that. So let me know.
Absolutely, I could poll like the 100 some odd people that we've had on our live stream, Be like, hey, how many of you guys play D&D and would be interested in playing like a D&D game with other politicians?
It'd be Rokana, you know it.
If Rokana played D&D, that I would be.
It's so sad.
You'd be like, I can only be on for 10 minutes.
I gotta see Bernie. What would Bernie be?
Wizard, no question.
You're so right. That was easy.
Really?
Easy. Absolutely. The learned elder? Oh, yeah. Yes. Absolutely.
Okay. I see that. I was thinking like
More of a Gandalf kind of wizard, though, where he kind of just is like he's trying to guide you and get you to do the things without having to do it himself with all the powers and whatnot, because it's a learning experience. He wants you to learn lessons today.
That's
yes,
right.
there's orcs to kill, but also we're going to learn about the impoverished system that created the orc army.
Oh, that would be too much, I think.
Don't tell me we couldn't write.
I'll ask
we
what
could
we
write
get
this.
young voters. I think it would be Bernie dressed as a wizard. That would sway me instantly. You know.
Yeah, I'm down. Let me win, Big Sarge.
Can we invite Rob? Yes.
We can invite Robert Reich, but like you have to link us up with him. Like I'm gonna say something, and I don't want anybody to take it like it's a personal attack.
Oh, this is the clip right here.
Every live stream we have people that ask us about like, hey, can you guys interview such and such candidate? And yes, we can, and we will. But here's the thing: we have one booking coordinator, Janet, and she is severely overworked and is 100% volunteer. None of us get paid. So if you have connections to these people that you're recommending, absolutely send them to us. But you can email Janet through the link tree, and it's Sons of Liberty official at proton.me, and say, hey, you guys should think about interviewing such and such person. But if you have an in with that person, with that candidate, like you're on their staff, or you have their email, or you have their phone number, or whatever, put us in touch with them. Mediate between the two of us and get us linked up faster, because a lot of them will just be like, I don't know who these fucking MAGA fucks are. I don't want to talk to them because of the name. And look at me, I fucking bearded vet bro looking guy. So just link us up with them if you have that connection. And if you don't, that's fine. Send us an email and be like, hey, reach out to these guys and try to get them on the stream. That's how we do it. Now you know, and no one has had the battle. DD214.
I will send some people your way. Do you what specific kind of guests are you looking for? Is it specifically like U.S. congressional candidates?
No Nazi tattoos. No
That's
history of sexual
very
assault.
hard rule on that one. That's very solid.
No IPAC money. Down to impeach. And progressive. At least progressive.
What about state candidates?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Local we had Blythe Potter, Secretary of State candidate for Indiana. We have tomorrow we have Francesca Hong, which is Wisconsin gubernatorial candidate. Is it Wisconsin? I hope it's Wisconsin.
Oh,
wow.
I've been saying like Minnesota.
It is Wisconsin.
The day after that, we have Phil Insler, Lieutenant Gubernatorial. I don't even know if that's a real word. Like gubernatorial sounds fancy, so it sounds like there should be something for lieutenant, like lieutenatorial, gubernatorial. I don't know. For Alabama. We've had state level House and Senate. We've had a mayoral candidate. We've had a couple of like local. Chris Cluey, the gamer / football player, is running for like a
former kicker for the Vikings
city council type position. So yeah, doesn't have to be U.S. Congress.
Sorry, I missed that one.
Can literally be. They could be running for HOA. I don't know. Well, okay, not HOA.
Nothing against HOA. Well, maybe there are some things against HOA. No. I will have many connections with state candidates. made a lot of friends in the St. Charles area here, so I will send some of them your way.
Down to shine some spotlights.
I'm also trying to get connected with some of the other candidates in the other Missouri districts, so I'll see if we can do that.
Outstanding. All right, I have to go pee like badly.
Go piss,
Been holding it for like 40 minutes. I'm like,
That's why the show had to end.
All right, well, gentlemen, thank you for a great show.
Thank you for being here.
Till next time, y'all.
All right, that's gonna be our time for tonight. Tommy Holstein, not Stein. Don't be like me. Thank you for being here. Admin Matt, thank you for being on the stream with me, and also Ram. And Tommy Holstein is a candidate for U.S. Congress in Missouri's 3rd District. I know it doesn't sound like it because we've spent half the time talking about D&D and video games, but you know what? Now he is more identifiable as a real person and not some hoity-toity political candidate.
Yeah. I'm wearing a Emo Band's t-shirt. Like, come on. I should have worn some branded merch or something. Damn. You live in your life.
All right. That's our show for tonight. Make sure you tune in tomorrow. We've got Francesca Hong for Wisconsin gubernatorial candidate. The next day we have Philip Insler, Alabama Lieutenant Governor candidate. Thursday, Allie Phillips, Tennessee State House District 75. And Friday, we have Ruth Fortune, Connecticut 1st District. And then next week, there's a whole bunch of other candidates because I'm a sucker for punishment. All right. That's it.
All right.
That's the show. 2 claps and a Rick.
Woo! Woo!
And